Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/Entitled Parents. In today's episode, neighbor opens my parcel and shouts at me for the contents. My mother has taken hundreds of dollars from me, with no sign of me ever seeing it again. My mom keeps pressuring me to dye my hair. Update. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Neighbor opens my parcel and shouts at me for the contents. I can't actually believe this conversation just happened. The sheer entitlement and ridiculousness of it has made me laugh, but also left me speechless. I ordered a mug from Amazon as a gift to my best mate. The mug had the word C*NT on it, with the C as the handle. Cute mug, would recommend. Anyway, there is a house on the street next to mine that has a very similar address to mine, and I will often get their post and they sometimes get mine. For example, my address would be something like number 6, Random Street, and theirs is number 6, Random Side Street. It's annoying as they are different plus or minus one word, but the names of myself and that family are so wildly different that you would think the postman/any delivery driver might have got used to that by now. But I digress. I had the notification from Amazon to say my mug had been delivered and in the safe place. I go to check and it isn't, and so I go round to similar address house to see if it was indeed there and get no answer. I decide that I will try again later or they will bring it over before I contact Amazon. A few days pass and they don't bring my parcel round, so I get Amazon to replace it. But then half an hour ago there was a knock on my door. I opened the door to the father of the family at similar address holding my Amazon parcel that's been opened, and he quite literally throws it at me. Before I can form words, he says, "My 11-year-old child opened that. Don't you ever order something so disgusting again? How dare you?" And started to storm off. I register what the hell he just said and I shout after him, "Wait, what the? No one should be opening my post anyway? It's a criminal offense. How dare you have the cheek to come to my house and berate me for opening my post?" He just waved his hand at me dismissively and carried on walking. I just stood there for a good minute trying to figure out if that actually happened. Well, it did, and now I have two C*NT mugs. I'm so tempted to leave one on his doorstep with a note saying, "You can keep it, mate, it's definitely been made for you. You should order some novelty items, the adult kind, but put their name on the package, laughing face. Leave it on his porch as is, since you opened my mail and liked it so much I thought you may want the extra. Bonus, if he comes over again, record it and you will have him legally, depending upon your state, for the said offense if he should choose to harass you any further. Might be further encouragement to teach your child to read so they can learn postage things, rules, and the like. Instead, Dad could have just said that's an adult word. When you're old enough we can revisit this conversation. However, technically we just broke a law. We probably won't get into trouble as it was accidental, but look here, this is where the name is. Let's go bring them their package and apologize for any bother. Ugh, people. Glitter bombs are popular these days. Especially if you can get one of those poo-smelling stink bombs. I'll be honest, and maybe I'm weird, but at 11 my child wasn't allowed to open any mail. If it was addressed to her and I knew who it was from, then fine. But my kid didn't go opening random mail. Poopsenders.com will mail him a big pile of crap just to match his attitude. Highly recommend. I've had rousing success with that website. I sent my estranged father 10 pounds of shit years ago. Then when he calls the police and says I did it, I'll be like, "Huh? How do you know that mug was mine? Drink your morning coffee outside every morning from this mug. And just stare. My mother has taken hundreds of dollars from me, with no sign of me ever seeing it again." Buckle up, because this is a bit of a long one. I should preface this by saying that I am still a minor under law 14, meaning I really can't do anything about this situation. Characters in the story. The lady I pet sit for, we'll call her J. Me. Mother dearest. A little bit of background. I've been pet sitting for a lady, J, in my neighborhood for a little over 2 years now. Generally, it's just during school holidays and long weekends that she asks me to look after her pets. She goes away with her daughter to the coast. I charge $7.50 Australian dollars per day. I used to charge $10, but one of the cats died, so I reduced the amount seeing as I was doing less work, and I usually spend 3 hours total cleaning out the cat and the chicken's poop, gathering eggs, making sure they've got their food and water and playing with the cat, etc. Jay has allowed me to use her Netflix account while I'm there though, so that kinda makes up for the shitty pay I get LMAO. The story. Everything is going well for about a year. I'm looking after the pets for a couple weeks or so, getting my pay, spending it without much thought in less than a month, going back to normal, rinse and repeat. The whole shenanigans begin in December 2022, during my summer holidays. I looked after the cats for 3 weeks. Jay and her daughter come back for a couple days, leave again the day before New Year's, to be with family I assume, with the promise of my money the next time they come back. All good, I think. I mean, I'll be getting $210, 4 weeks worth of pay, after the holidays are over. Maybe I can finally buy a phone. Or even if mom doesn't allow that, I can still start saving towards a Switch, right? I look after the pets for another week. Jay and her daughter come back, I hand over the keys and nothing. No mention of the money. Me, being the nervous wreck I am around adults, decide not to mention it. Another week passes. And then a few more. I am more than a little pissed. By this point, the summer holidays are over. I feel like being over $200 shorted by someone would be enough to make anyone angry, even if you're an adult, right? Even though I enjoy the job, it doesn't mean that I wouldn't like to be paid for it. Jay asks me to look after the pets again a couple months later. Her aunt has gotten cancer. I say yes. Who wouldn't? I'm not a Buddha deny someone who's going through a rough time FFS. Again, no money handed to me after the week is over. I still don't say anything. This happens a couple more times, sporadically until we get to the past few weeks. I looked after the pets for 5 days this time during the winter holidays, which ended in early July. No money is given to me. Again. I'm pretty sick of it. Fast forward to tonight, where I mentioned at dinner casually that I haven't actually been paid for the last 7 to 8 months or so's worth of work. Cue my mother. She looks up at me, almost carefree, and says, "Oh no, she's been paying me the money electronically." Shit. This explains so much? Jay has never been the kind of person to just stop paying me for no reason, and I was actually super confused as to why she had stopped. Mom, however? Yeah, for sure. I stayed calm and asked Mom whether I could please have the money. No, it'll come back to you in some form, haha. I told her I'd rather just have the money and not get any birthday presents or go out or buy anything, please. At this point, my mother starts to get angry, tells me I'm being ungrateful, and that she spent so much money over the years on me that I could give a couple measly dollars back to her and my dad, who has nothing to do with this and was actually on my side about the situation with not getting paid. I went to bed. She came into my room to tell me that it'd end up being spent on me anyway, this way was just better. I'm now lying here, at close to 2 a.m., just wondering why. Our family is pretty okay in terms of money, we don't struggle with bills or anything. I mean, if we were I would happily volunteer the money to help out, but we're just not. Like I said, I'd rather just miss out on birthdays, which have always been crap anyway. I don't get presents or anything, and going out and all those other things, again, they don't happen anyway, if it just meant I could have the money and actually spend it on something I want. I've put together all the weekends and weeks that I'd marked on my calendar as pet sitting days, including the summer holidays, and it comes out to around 8 weeks and 5 days, which is equal to 457.50 Australian dollars, which would be enough for me to go on a camp that I've been trying to save up for the entire year. Mom says I need to save up for it myself, which I am trying to do, but she keeps stealing my money, so how TF am I supposed to? I don't know what to do about this. Any advice? I was planning on asking Jay next time to just start giving me cash again so that the money's easier to access, but if it'll work. Edit, just to clear some stuff up. I am Australian, if it wasn't clear by the fact that my summer holidays are in December and I'm getting paid in Australian money. I look after 1 cat and 4 chickens. Jay isn't really my mother's friend? I used to go to the same primary school as her daughter, who was a few years younger than me, and hang out with her when her friends were bullying her. We found out that we lived in the same neighborhood during COVID on a walk, lol. My dad he's on my side, but in a small way. He isn't going to go behind Mom's back on anything. I don't have a phone. Mom has never allowed me to get one, even with my own money. Get one when you move out. I'll reply to your comments after school, but thanks for the support. Edit 2, I'm pretty sure Jade was under the impression that I was okay with it, because she texts back and forth with my mom about when I'll look after the pets and so on. Edit 3, okay, so y'all are probably a bit sick of me now, but I'll try to keep it short. I have a good place to hide the money I do have, and Mom hasn't found it while tearing through my room yet, so I'll keep that the same. I have basically given up the idea of getting any of the money. I can only hope that Dad will help me pay for the rest of the camp. eBay already got $150 or so from reselling my old console and a bunch of games. I will be asking Jay for cash from now on. I'm already being paid less than the literal minimum wage, and I don't need to just not be getting paid. Tell Jay that you need to be paid in cash and to stop paying your mom because she's just taking the money. Make sure she knows how much exactly it's added up to. But yeah, that's not cool. Exactly. Explain the situation and tell her cash only, please. You don't owe your parents for raising you. It was their choice to have a child. That comes with expenses they're obligated to pay. If your dad is on your side, then talk to him again. Tell your dad that your mom shouldn't expect you to pay her for raising you. In fact, talk to every adult that would be on your side. They'll probably shame her to no end. Give everyone the amount your mom has stolen from you. Then talk to Jay. Let her know that your mom has been keeping the money and you would appreciate it if she pays you in cash from now on. Ask your dad for a lockbox to keep your money in. Oh yes, tell every adult. When you get back to school and they ask what you did during the summer, tell this story. That way your teacher and all the kids will know. Some kids will tell their parents. Australian here. It is 3:30 a.m. where I am, and I can only assume you are in Western Australia. You can charge her for stealing. You can seek legal representation from legal counsel. You can ask your bank to put in a temporary lock due to her stealing from you. You can get help and report her to both police, and if on social services, her taking your money can be in breach of her payments. There is help for you. Tell your neighbor you want to be paid in cash because when she pays you through your mom's account, your mom's keeps the money. You haven't received a cent of it. Hopefully, she will confront your mother and ask for the money back and give it to you. Your dad agrees with you, so ask him why he hasn't demanded your mom give you the money she stole. I would ask family members, in your mom's presence, do you think my mom has the right to keep money I earn for pet sitting for herself? It's over $400. It will embarrass her, but truth often can be embarrassing. Talk to Jay and tell them what's going on, but if you do confront your mother, tread lightly, because that could be a way or an excuse for her to say, "Get the hell out of my house." So I would say go to legal advice on Reddit, but I would legitimately talk to Jay and tell them the situation, and if your mother says anything, call her out on it, but be careful she doesn't freak out, gaslight, or even get violent. You need to tell Jay to start paying you directly and don't send any money to your mother because your mom stole all the money that you made and won't give any of it to you. So either get your own Cash App, Venmo, a PayPal account something, or ask her just to give you hard cold cash and make sure you hide it from your mother, cause you know if she finds it in your room she's going to steal it. Your friend is going to be horrified that your mother stole the money. Definitely tell Jay that mother took all the money and you haven't gotten any of it. Make sure they know that you've been working for free, essentially, since they switched to electronic payment. Jay may ask you why you didn't say anything sooner. Just tell the truth and say you felt awkward asking. Firstly, ask the person who you are cat-sitting for why they were giving money to your mom, and tell them that they did so without your permission. Point out to them politely that your mom is withholding the money, and as you have not been paid directly by them, then you are not able to do any further cat-sitting until they pay you back for all the outstanding fees. It's their problem, they gave the money to your mom, they get to sort it out. My mom keeps pressuring me to dye my hair update. Hi everyone, I'm from this post that kind of got a lot of comments and likes. Update, my mom is pressuring me for something else now and it's taking a toll on my mental health. Every time we have to go to a party or an event, she forces me to put on lipstick. By the way, I'm a tomboy and I don't like wearing makeup. And I'm not good at wearing it either. But she forced me to put it on twice. She cares too much about what others think. She says, oh, your aunt or uncle is gonna make fun of me for not taking care of you. By the way, I'm Asian and I guess that's strangely a part of Asian culture, but I'm fed up TBH. I'm treated like a baby and I told her that I don't gonna listen to her. Then she lectures me and calls me crazy for not wanting to put it on. Also, I told her sharing lipstick is not okay and yet she forces me to share it, which is disgusting. Cause it's hers and you're not supposed to share lipstick. She stopped asking me to dye my hair, but I remember the last few days she kept pestering me about it. Honestly, I think I want to put my mom in a nursing home when she gets older. I can't stand her and I still got 2 more weeks from this trip. What to do, but I kept telling her that I'm 26 and I can make my own styling choices. This is honestly the first and last trip I will go on with her. Next time, she can go by herself. I didn't even get vacation paid due to me being a contract worker. So I'm visiting family for 3 weeks without pay. It sucks. I only did this to see my sick aunt cause she's suffering from Parkinson's disease. Yeah, your mother's toxic AF, you're fully grown and can make your own choices. You do whatever makes you happiest. Thank you. I told her that. She's like, no one forced you to do anything, yet she forced me to put on lipstick in the morning. She's very abusive in her own way. For heaven's sake, say no. Refuse to put on lipstick. If she gets physical, you leave, go to a friend's. What country are you in? I'm in the States, RN. Surrounded by family. I don't have friends here. Sadly. Tell her you'll dye it rainbow or make it bright red or pink. My friend has salt and pepper hair. Every time she sees her mom, she gets grief about not dyeing her hair. The mom's reasoning? She doesn't want her daughter to look old, thereby making her look old. These moms, I swear. Leave early. There's no law that says you have to stay there if the entire time. You're an adult. Get an Uber and go to the airport. You're older than me and mom still thinks you can't properly present yourself? That's messed up, man. Stick to your guns. My mother was like yours. I went no contact and it was the best decision of my entire life. You owe your mother nothing, no child owes their parent anything, no matter what you hear, and for you, I wish whatever level of freedom you want to have from your mother's toxicity. You deserve better, and you don't have to put up with any of this. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.